Well, okay, y'all. Sun popped out. It's looking beautiful out here. It's a little chilly, but not too bad, right? Little wind, so if the camera moves a little bit, I apologize. I'm only human. Anyway, you guys have been waiting for this. This is the perfect opportunity to show you my #1 and urban assault bug out vehicle. That's right. You'll never guess what it is, but it's the ultimate. I'm telling you, it's the ultimate. What would you drive if you had to stay gray? Gray man, you should know this. What would you drive? Think about it for a minute. Now, have you got that picture in your head? Was it this? Ta-da! That's right. It's a Prius. What else would you drive? Think about it. If you were an evil liberal overlord and you were looking for people that didn't quite agree with you and were a little more on the conservative side, what would you drive? What do you think would get you through checkpoints without even a second look? Well, let me show you why it is so effective and what it hides inside. That's right, what it hides inside that trunk. You're gonna be amazed. I'll tell you what. Now, I've already showed you the bug out box, the oh shit box that goes inside of that vehicle. Yep, so you know what's in it. But I'm gonna show you what else is in the vehicle itself. So hang tight, here we go. Now, first you're gonna see that I have the mess kit and the cup and my emergency blanket. Now that's the tarp style one that you can put down on the ground so that you can work underneath your car. You can cuddle up, make a shelter, signal with it. You know the one. So anyway, I got my little mini stove, right? And I've got my little metal stove that I showed you in a video. All these things, right? And I've got my multi-tool here that I got to put back in there from a video, right? Now, that brings up a good point. These are all from videos I've done already. Why am I have them out? Because I got to put them back. That's what you got to remember. Put back your stuff. And if it's something you used up, keep a list. If you don't, never fails. When you need it, it ain't going to be there. So, now we'll get into what's in here. Now, check this out. These right here, get them at Harbor Freight. They are cheap, especially when they're on sale. I think $2, $3 on sale, maybe $5 not. You can pick yourself up one of these. I'd get one of the big ones. Why? Well, because this is padding that can be used for all kinds of things. Insulation, putting underneath your car, right? Putting up against the windows to block them. Lots of reasons. Somebody's in shock, right? And because it's cheap and warm, well, if it gets all bloody, you can just throw it away. So, there we go. Now, this, of course, is the great big, that's that single burner stove I did in the video before. Remember the one? The cooking video with the Spam? Jason, you paying attention? That's what's in this bag. Now, the reason I have it in a plastic bag is because these things tend to ooze that black goo. You know the goo I'm talking about. You don't want that all over your stuff. Trust me. Now, I also throw in a couple great big industrial style, contractor style bags, right? Because you never know what kind of parts you're gonna, trash you're gonna have to put in here, right? Gives you something handy to tote it in. So I wrap that all up. That's gonna go back inside the box. Now for the new stuff. Now I keep a window shield in here so that when it's sunny out, it helps keep it cool inside my car. You'll also notice that my car is a little extra tinted. That's because my sun kind of bothers my eyes, but also it keeps eyes from prying, if you know what I mean. Now, when they get old, I don't throw them away. I use these things for insulation. This helps give a thermal barrier to my goodies. Anyhow, we're gonna take out those couple old ones, right? And you can lend those to people too. Remember, 1 is none, 2 is 1, and 3 is a goddamn party, right? I mean, gosh darn, I apologize. Please forgive me for saying that. I slip sometimes. I'm human. Anyway, now, when these things get old and stuff, I cut out the good sections. Why? Well, I'm at the range a lot, and a lot of times they're concrete tables. Well, you can just put that down on there, or you can give extra padding underneath your car when you took that tarp and put over it, right? Right. So I take those and I cut them up. But also they're good insulation for cold and hot, right? Now you'll see I got my tonneau cover on here. We'll just move that back. Now, what I've got here, I go to the range a lot because I do a lot of teaching. I help people that haven't shot before get comfortable shooting. You know, mainly friends and family, but sometimes not. I've got to have ammo just in case somebody runs out and still needs more work, because the last thing we want is them out there just pew, 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 pew away, right? Right. So this is my one. Now you'll see it says Prius ammo and it's got a lock on it, right? You don't have to do that, but as you can see, Mr. MacGyver here, look at that. I just drill a hole. That's actually got the hole in it, and I just put a lock and a little bit of braided string. Look how pretty that is, right? And that keeps my key on there. Now, I know the key being on there isn't very handy, but I'd take that off if I was going to leave. Now, that is all the miscellaneous calibers I might carry. But that doesn't all just fit in one box. So, you know, I keep a few other boxes in here of those kind of goodies, right? Look at that. There's another one that says Prius. And see, it helps to label what's in it so that you know what to put back in it. All right. Now, you'll notice I got to put in the main big box another canister of fuel and some paracord. Never hurts to have paracord, except this one I'm going to keep out and keep handy for tying down loads. Because unless you didn't know, this is an urban pickup truck. That's right, an urban pickup truck. So, there we go. Now, this is my bug out box. Now, when it's all tied up, usually to keep it from popping open, I slide this underneath to give more protection from what's inside there, because I don't want it melting, right? You've all seen this, and if you haven't, go down a few in my videos. You'll find it. You'll want to know what's in there. So we're going to set that aside. Now, what I got here is my little Faraday cage. Now, this thing, I'll do a video on one, and I'll make one, but there's all kinds of layers of conductive and non-conductive and insulating value type things that go inside of this. And then just to give it some padding, I put some of that shiny stuff on there. But in here I keep my little crank radio, right? And I keep my Baofeng, right? Is that how you say it? Baofeng. Anyway, I keep my, that's a UV5X3. That's the one I use. Now, you guys saw that I bought some antennas for this. We're going to test those down the road a ways and put it in a video for you. But that's what I carry in most of my vehicles. One of them has an 8-watt, and we'll go over that too in the future. But this is like my little Faraday cage. So I keep a little flashlight in there. Now this one's kind of like a little lantern too, see? And it's like a little pin light, right? So I keep that in there as well as some batteries wrapped up in tape so they don't short out. And if you guys ever see these things right here? Well, that is like an oxygen absorber. They also have moisture absorbers, right? These will be in your pill bottles, right? Don't throw them away, okay? Take the biggest pill bottle you got and collect them. And then when you make things like this to keep moisture and stuff out, throw these in there. Throw 1 or 2 or 5, right? Because a little is a lot. I mean, a lot is a little. There you go. Anyhow, so I got my crank radio. Oh, if you guys didn't see that, see this here? Now, it's one of them crank it up. It's got a light and weather and FM, AM, flashlight, whatever else, right? Siren, that kind of stuff. These are handy, and guess where you can find them for next to nothing? Yard sales. That's right, because people don't ever use them. I do, and so should you. At least have one. Now, you can get real good ones at Wally World, and I'll show you the ones that I picked up there. Some of them are digital, and we'll do that in the future as well. So I'm going to put that right back in there. And as you can see, it says Prius radio box. This will protect it from an EMP. At least we think so. So, that being said, I made myself a toilet, right? Because who doesn't need one of these? You've all been there where you're sitting there and you're doing the duck walk, the penguin walk to the car, right? And you're hoping you get home in time. Just pull over, for God's sakes. It ain't worth ruining a pair of britches, is it? No, it ain't. Anyhow, in here, I don't just keep toiletries. I keep things like, see that? Well, you know, that's some like kitty litter or bathroom type stuff you can put in there, you know, and throw it into your bag. I also keep rags for washing my car. I keep extra oil. I keep extra antifreeze. I keep a little wiper fluid. Right? I keep some, what have we got in here? I got some little towelettes. I got disposable. These are the kind that, you know, put a little water on them and they go into a full-size towel. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. I've got biodegradable bags because if you're going to poop in something, at least bury something that'll go away, right? Right? You don't want that poop to be there for archaeologists in the future to find and guess about what was going on once we wipe ourselves off the planet, do you? Of course not. Now, I've got some regular plastic bags, again, for them parts that you need to get rid of. Those are just little ones, and I've got the lid to the thing in here. And of course, most importantly, I have got my toilet paper. Yep, you gotta have some toilet paper. Now that's RV toilet paper, right? I'm gonna take the lid off of this. So you can get this, and I put a padding on it in case you need to sit down and you're doing paperwork. Get it? Paperwork. You can sit on top of that, right? I got the lid, and I've got some car wash, right? Because you never know when you want to just break down and wash your car. I've got some TST RV type of, you know, toiletry things in case, in case you just want to make it smell good and help it biodegrade. I've got a little shovel to help you bury your business, and of course, we all got to be nice and fresh, so I got some of them the biodegradable wipies, and in case it's a sad situation, I got some tissue so you can dry up them tears. Okay, now let's see. I've got some gloves just in case, and I've got some hand sanitizer because you got to be tidy when you're done. You don't want to go shaking people's hands with all that business on there. And I've got some more of these wet ones. So anyhow, that's what I got in there. And I'm going to throw all these back in here and just put them aside. I'll organize this in a minute. You guys don't want to sit around and see me organize that. So, now we get some more good stuff. Got to have your jumper cables. More ammo. Never have too much ammo, right? Right. All right, now this right here. Look at that. This you get at Wally World or at the dollar store. Go to your Dollar Tree, whatever. This is a moisture absorber. Crack this baby open, set her in a blank spot in here, and that helps keep the inside of your car from getting all humid and moist, right? That's a handy dandy thing. Dollar store, go get it. Moisture eliminated. You're gonna thank me for that one. Anyhow, this right here, check this out. This is Air Armor M240 Special Ops compressor, because it's Special Ops. But I will say this normally goes in my four-wheeling rig when I'm out wheeling, but this is a serious compressor. Boy, it's got a hose, it's got hookups to hook it up to your battery, and this thing will go up to 150 psi. That's right, all in a nice, stable ammo box. I love it. That works good. Now, as you can see, you got to have the boom boom, right? The boom boom for the room, right? And an umbrella. Okay, we'll take the boom boom out. Now this, because sometimes you don't got power, you gotta be able to pump stuff up. Not only does this pump up bicycle tires, wheelbarrow tires, car tires, because this is a good one, right? It also pumps up targets that go boom from compressed air once you pop them. It's a lot of fun. We'll do that in a video too. So I've got tools. This is a socket set. You guys want a socket set? It's got a screwdriver set in there, some Allen wrenches, and oh, look at them cars going by. Anyhow, got some wrenches, and this one is a little bit smaller set with smaller sockets and little screwdriver T-handle kind, so you can do that. Anyhow, I've got ropes and tie downs and ratchet straps. You got to have those. They can help pull you out of a situation sometimes on a little car like this. Anyway, more ratchet straps. A gas can, because believe it or not, gas stations are assholes. they don't give you a can most of the time, and they just let you sit there and suffer, right? Sometimes you'll find a nice guy like us, right? But I always bring a can just in case. And you can fill it up beforehand just in case you think you might not make it where you're going, or you just want some emergency reserves. So you got to carry yourself a gallon of gas. Now, that almost has it. Now, here is my first aid kit. And I believe we did a video on this. If not, I will do one. But this is my first aid kit. And I keep it wrapped up in a blanket. See that? There's my first aid kit. This one right here is a good trauma kit. So it's got everything you need to fix just about anything that you should be fixing. Otherwise, you should probably just be stabilizing and letting it be until help arrives. So, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you any advice or anything like that. I'm not giving you any legal advice or investment advice or advice whatsoever. But I'm just trying to be handy anyhow and help who I can. So this is my kit. Now, the reason I keep it in the blanket is a couple reasons. One, it protects it from the heat. And two, you got to have a blanket for when people are in shock. And the blanket's red. Somebody told me once red helps hide blood. Yep, that's true. So, whew, now you'll think, that's it. That's a lot of stuff. I don't know how he got it all in there. But wait, there's more. If you take this out, and you take this out, see, this is the sneaky part. They would have looked and thought, this is just a bunch of survival crap, right? Right. That's what I want them to think. Because under here is where the love happens. Well, not really. But anyhow, we've got a wool blanket. Now, this is for survival. This is wool. This is a good Army surplus. You go get one of these. Cost you probably about 20 bucks, maybe $9, depending on which kind you get. This one, I think, is Swedish. Didn't come with a Swedish girl, but we can always hope. Anyhow, got that wool blanket. That's for in case it gets really cold. And then got another padded blanket in here because you can never have too many of these. Now, in here is where we got the real survival equipment. We've got one of them Henry 22s, right? And we've got, well, I won't take it out of the case, but as you can see, we've got FN FS 2000. That's right. Buck Rogers. Look it up. FN FS 2000. That's right. Now, got me a little shotgun. Don't worry, it's legal. It's double barrel 20 gauge. Just handy enough to get me dinner. And to make me, I can cut down things, chop things down. I think Gray Man did a video on something like this right here. This one's the SOG. As you can see, it's got a nice saw back on it. It's got a nice Tano tip on it for going through doors and stuff like that. This thing's pretty handy. It will help you make a shelter if you need to. Something smart to have in your rig. So we'll just throw that on there, and I can just put this here, you know, got this scabbard I can just put over me, you know. And let's see what else I have in here. Well, I got a shovel. See, one of them fold-up shovels, just like any other military fold-up shovel. I've got an extra set of matches, right? You always got to have redundancy. I've got a siphon pump for when I need to borrow a little fuel from the neighbor. Anyhow, got that in here. I've got, let's see, I've got another machete. Why? You say, why does he have two machetes? Well, because this one was cheap, and two, I got this at Harbor Freight, and two, if you got help with you, why do all the work? Make it go faster, right? All right, so I've got a couple MREs. There's one, there's two, right? I've got my water filter. Now, this is a backup water filter to the one that's in the kit. This is just in case you come across somebody that's in need, right? So, there you go. And I've got a container that they can clip on their belt, or you, to go down and get water or hold water, whichever you decide. So, there you go. And I've got another 100 feet of 1/4 inch nylon rope, a poly rope, for doing whatever you need to do. This helps a lot in shelter building. So, now you're going to say, does he have anything else? Well, yes, I do. I got a hatchet. Now, this is one of them nicer. It's not super expensive, but it's a SOG. You know, kind of a tactical tomahawk, but it'll chop stuff. Help split kindling, all that kind of good stuff. So, got that in here as well. And let's see, what else do I got? Oh yeah, look here in the side thing. I got my lug nuts for when I switch out to my studs. Something everybody should do if you have to deal with icy roads is studded tires. Get a set of cheap rims, put it on there. You will never regret it because you never have to chain up and you never have to worry. Anyhow, got my shotgun ammo in here too. So that's everything in the back. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing, right? Okay, let's take you inside. Hold on. Woo! In front of the camera. All right, now here we go. Going inside the back. And we'll start on the passenger side. Well, in the passenger side, as you can see, because I go to the range a lot, now you'll see right here, see that? I got a range box, and inside that are things like ear muffs, ear plugs, tape, targets, sandbags, all kinds of stuff you might need at the range. There's a spotting scope type of thing in there and all that kind of stuff. Got a couple more boxes of ammo because I've been going to the range a lot lately with people, so I've got a lot of ammo here. That's not normally always in here. See, there's another extra box right there. Got me some hand wipes right there. Now, something you really want to have. Sorry about that sun. Gee, mini Christmas. Look at that. So, right there is one of them, you know, like I pretend I went to Afghanistan type of scarves. I forget what they call them. Well, a scarf. Anyhow, that right there, you can make a triangle bandage. You can tourniquet somebody up. You can, you know, splint somebody up. You can just wear it, okay? Look cool, right? Grow a beard. Now, you'll see that my back of my seats have this cool, like, army type molly system, right? I can hang my guns on here. I can hang other pouches. I can hang magazines. There's all kinds of stuff I can hang, right? And then you'll see here I got plastic bags down inside here, and I've got my CV-19 emergency kit, right? I know, laugh all you want, but you know, gotta have it just in case. Anyhow, I got some more masks and whatnot like that, and then I got my tool kit right here for my pew pews, right? And what else have I got in here? Oh yeah, I got one of them little file kits in case you got to do some adjusting, right? So, as you can see here, I've got more. These are my range boxes. I got another bigger spotting scope, more ear protection, tape, and all that kind of stuff. Ammo. There's another bag right there. It's got the same sort of things in it. Now you'll see them water jugs over there. Now I don't carry those all the time. I carry those to take out to the range to go bang and then make it so I can tell far away if I hit my target without having to walk out there. Now, another good thing for those, and why you should always carry at least one, those are just milk jugs or water jugs. Those are all water jugs that I filled back up because of the green and purple caps. But you want to have those things right there, at least one, because you never know when you might need that kind of water. So yes, it's tap water, but no, it's not, you know, bad for you. So you can drink it. You could go buy yourself a full one if you want, but I shoot these and I have them for putting in my radiator, all kinds of good stuff. So let's take a look at what's inside this one here. And I got there. Oh, yeah, look at that. I got more ammo and another CV-19 emergency bag just in case I have a passenger with me. And we have a CV zombie attack. Woo! Anyhow, we're going to go to the front. Oh, as you guys saw, you gots to have your entertainment, don't you? That's right. Bring an Xbox, an inverter, get yourself a solar generator, and you got a party while you're out. So we'll go to the front. Now, as you can see in the front, there are certain tools I need to you know, keep my car safe, and this kind of stuff is for going back to the stores. There's my whiteboard of knowledge that you guys will see in the future. And yes, sir, I got my Punisher seat covers, right? Now, inside here, I have things like masks so that I can get whatever done. I got a little, see these little things right here? You can get those from your hospital if you go wandering around. This is a chucking bag. It's a, you got to see this. Look at that. And it just expands out. Look at that, right? Those are handy. I keep some of those. I keep spare magazines and fuses and all the things that normal people keep in a car, you know, things like that. I got some breath mints, you know. Now, here's that container full of them things I was telling you about. Very, very handy. So, there we go. I got my range passes and other things like that. Oh, and in here, well, I got my I do not comply, and he's not my leader flyers that I put out just to help people find themselves to other like-minded individuals. I've got things like I got a stethoscope in there, as you can see. I got some headphones and things like that. I got spare magazines, a little bit of miscellaneous ammo. I've got an emergency vest. See the yellow thing in there? You want one of them emergency vests so that you can not get hit by other drivers. They tend to get distracted and kill people. In here, of course, whoop, peekaboo, I got my sunglasses, peekaboo, and I've got my fan, a little fan in case I'm getting a little hot, and I got some spare magazines and a spare pew. Now, if you look over there in my front seat, look at that. That's driver's side. I've got my hand sanitizer and my bags. Now, that's from back in the day, of course, when they were wanting to charge you 5 cents for a dang nabbit bag. That's just ridiculous. Now, oh, yeah, you guys got to see these. Check this out. I have got right here, these are handy. You get these at Costco. These are ice cleats. You just stretch them over whatever pair of shoes you're wearing. So if it's icy when you're out and about, you don't slip and crack your ass. That's right, crack your ass. This will stop that from happening. These are awesome. You should have one for every person in your family. Let's see, what else have I got over here? Not too much more. Oh, yep, look at that. There's a magnet right there that holds a tool. Isn't that cool? I think it is. Now, as you can see right there, I've got part of one of my disguises. You put that on with that scarf and you're in business. I'm telling you. Now, I'm Hawaiian, so I got my kukui nuts right there hanging down for good luck and to remind me of home. And for when I'm going down the road, I got my phone holder right there. And that pretty much has everything I have except for my passenger side door. Now I got myself a pair of gloves, and even though there's a couple pairs there in my box, and I've got some toys in case kids want to, are hurt, they can get a little toy or something, makes them feel better. And I've got myself these bags for when we had to have them, or else I had to pay a nickel. Now the last thing I'll tell you is handy little thing is this. This is a cover that goes over your window to keep people from looking in and to keep the window from icing up. Isn't that awesome? I think so. So there you have it. That is my first oh shit vehicle. My SHTF vehicle. My bug out vehicle. So what I want to tell all of you guys is I love you all. Things aren't as bad as they seem, but they're not good. But we're going to get through it together. And that's what we need to remember is we all need to come together and be proactive as one like-minded community that is here to help each other, spread love and kindness, and keep it real. So anyway, I'm going to get back to my coffee over there. And I just want you guys to be sure to put your comments down in the comment section. Any ideas you have, I love your ideas. I tell you what, I write them all down. I have a big long list. So put your ideas down there. Put your comments. Put what you think. Hell, make fun of me because I drive a Prius. I don't care. I don't have to buy as much gas. Neener. How do you like that? Anyhow, you guys know you all mean a lot to me, and so be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to share this out. Why? Because we have a giveaway and we want to meet that goal. We want to meet that goal in order to choose those. We don't want to have to do it early, so go ahead and share this out if you think it was a good video. If not, share out another video. Find some good ones. Just share it because we want to grow this community, right? Now, also, ring that little bell so you know when the next one's coming, because I got some dandies coming, let me tell you what. And be looking out for my new channel, which is going to be Rip Curl Readiness at the range. Yes, sir. One where I can show you fun stuff, right? And if they don't, like me or whatever, well, it's not a huge loss, but I wanted to do more for you guys because, well, you're worth it. Anyhow, be sure to watch out for that. And remember, I'm going to be on Angry Prepper on Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern. So Pacific time, I think that's 6 o'clock. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. I love you guys. Be sure to be safe, secure, aware of your surroundings, and always be getting prepared for what may lie in the future. I love all of you. Adios.